Effective classroom management isn't just about enforcing rules and controlling behavior. It's about creating an environment where every student is engaged, focused, and ready to learn. And both teachers and students feel understood and respected. There's no silver bullet here. Research shows proactive classroom management requires a toolbox of different strategies. Here are 4 subtle shifts that can make a big impact in your classroom dynamics. Sometimes a nonverbal cue, like making eye contact or going to stand next to a student's desk, is all it takes to keep your classroom on track. A serious look conveys your intent to a misbehaving student and their classmates without disrupting the flow of a lesson. It might feel awkward, but try practicing your version of the look at home before using it in your classroom. Or create your own nonverbal signals and discuss with your students how you'd like them to respond to each one. When you think of the challenges of classroom management, you might picture students being noisy and talking out of turn. But when it comes to class discussions, many students clam up. They may be shy, afraid to be seen as unintelligent, or simply not interested in the topic. And cold calling can feel confrontational and intimidating. To encourage participation and robust discussion, it's important to create an atmosphere where students feel safe to take risks. Build in time for them to think about their answers before cold calling. Use welcoming language like, "I'd like to hear some ideas." Over time, this encouraging approach can increase voluntary participation by 80%. Let's face it, when it comes to student attention, it's tough to beat the allure of smartphones, tablets, laptops, headphones, video games, fidget toys, and on and on. These distractions can have significant negative effects on retention and focus. If your school allows, have students deposit their devices in a container at the beginning of class. If that's not an option, you can still create firm boundaries in your classroom. Come up with a signal, like ringing a bell, or turning the lights off and on. That means it's time to put their phones and devices away. And model good behavior by putting your own phone away too. How you say something can be just as important as what you say. What may sound authoritative to you may come off as authoritarian to your students. Finding your voice takes time and practice, but it's worth it. Speaking in neutral and positive tones has been shown to create supportive classroom culture, while a stricter approach erodes trust and discourages students from sharing important information. Aim for a calm yet assertive tone, which signals to students that you welcome their ideas while remaining in control. Managing a classroom of students is hard work, and disruptions will inevitably arise. But making small changes in how you approach challenging situations will help you transform your classroom culture and create an engaging learning environment for all.